Now, he's probably conversing with them in Russian, right? He wouldn't just stand there and not say anything. And here we go. It pays to be a winner, right?
Yeah.
And this can happen, Sam, more often than you think. We always talk about you join the Russian army, you get 2 days of training and a 6 day bus ride, and then you're in Ukraine. So here we have a Ukrainian soldier who's just out of screen at the bottom and two Russian guys. One thing is interesting. The Russian guys have separated in an appropriate distance, right? So one drone won't get both of them. But this Ukrainian guy can hear them speaking Russian. And most Ukrainians speak Russian. So all of a sudden he realizes I've fallen in with the bad guys. Now here's something that had these bad guys been trained, we have what we call close recognition signals and far recognition signals. So you've seen the pieces of tape that people use on their uniforms, red for the Russians or white sometimes and gold and green for the Ukrainians. And that's a close recognition signal. But we've also got something like you brief it every day. Far recognition signal is I'm going to put my hand on my head and it's going to be my right hand. So from 200 yards away, you could see me use the right hand and put it on my head. So you know I'm a good guy. These Russians don't have that brief, right? If I see someone walking ahead of me, I could go give him a whistle. I'd aim at him and I'd expect him to give the far recognition signal. Now, these guys didn't get that brief, and we'll see what happens when you don't pay attention. Now, he's probably conversing with them in Russian, right? He wouldn't just stand there and not say anything. And here we go. It pays to be a winner, right?
Yeah.
And this can happen, Sam, more often than you think. Especially when you've got two opponents that are equipped basically the same. In this case, they're both carrying AK pattern rifles. Their uniforms are similar, helmets are similar, which is why you get naval special warfare guys. It's why we all grow beards. That's why we all got, Afghan kit. We've got the headgear, we've got the whole thing. Now, I have red hair, or I did. And, I never could blend anywhere, but that's why I'd wrap a shumag around my face. But here you go. These guys, they had no recognition signals. This guy, hey, he got the jump on him.
So in a situation like this, it's better to shoot first than, I
Yeah.
guess, benefit of doubt.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to surrender to these two Russians, they're just going to kill you.
And on top of that, they are in Ukraine, so.
Yeah, absolutely. They could go home and be safe.
And here we have a Russian guy just hiding, trying to blend into a tree.
Yeah, he's trying to do the Bigfoot move here and hide behind the tree. What you can't hear in this thing, and it's really actually terrifying, is the noise the drones make when they're coming after you. And I think we've got some film later that has the sound in it.
Oh, this guy's just trying to hide behind the tree.
Yeah, he's getting stalked by the drone. I mean, they see him.
Yeah.
The other thing is these drones, they have a shape charge warhead. So the drone operator had the option of just hitting the tree and it would blow right through it and kill this guy. And here we've got a great example of, the thermal. This is a thermal drone, especially as it gets colder. Look at the temperature differential, man.
But also just the ability to drive, first of all. And I think second thing, which is something that has changed from the beginning of the war, because everyone just has so many drones now, both sides. Before it was like not as many drones. They go to every dead body and like try to scare them into moving if they're alive, if they're pretending to be dead.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, the other thing is, if you're on thermal, you can tell somebody who is alive from dead generally. And not to get too graphic about it, but there are a lot of videos where you can actually see the blood on the ground. The thermals, you can sometimes see where people have walked, right? They'll churn up the leaves and you could, was on your rifle scope, you could see where the guy had walked. And that only existed for, 3 or 4 minutes. So if you're getting close to it.
And here, another thing I think is the ability to drive the drone, or I guess fly the drone through all this.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are really good. One of the reasons that guy didn't move is the drone makes this kind of screeching sound, and it was so close he couldn't tell if it was moving. I mean, that's why he stood there. He didn't know if it was moving or not. They're kind of loud. It's scary as hell. If you got like 5 of them over your head, look, it was concerning to me, and I didn't think they could see me. It was, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, you had drones like where you can hear them that
Yeah.
close
Yeah.
in Ukraine.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a glide bomb. It actually it was at least a mile away. We knew what they were hitting. That was pretty interesting. We couldn't hear it at all. It must have gone right over our head, but it didn't make any noise
Yeah.
at all, as opposed to the drones.
This is just a short clip of what we're allowed to show here on YouTube. But if you want to watch the full episode, you can join our platform by clicking the link in the description or scanning the QR code on your screen. We put out a new uncensored battlefield breakdown episode every single week. And to make sure we're not forced to censor something because of the platform we are using, we built our own platform, Basics Insider. So join us today and support independent journalism by clicking the link in the description or going to basicsinsider.com.